Hello everyone, welcome back to We Know What You Like, Lucia here, and today on the channel we're going to be watching episode 3 of season 2 of SENSE8. This episode is called Obligate, Mutualisms. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. You know what's funny? I can't read. I can hear. I can't read. That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. Anywho, yeah, last episode, y'all saw my reaction. I recorded that 2 days ago, and the episode had me hyped, especially in, he's like, oh, you think we're hunting us? Bitch, we're going after you. And then Whispers is like, I've been compromised, and I can't take my pills. And I was like, I'm glad you all in the comments appreciate that, because you are also feeling the same way. It was hype, y'all. It was so good. Yeah, but basically, not much really else to say, except for we got your bitch, we got your Whispers. I still have some questions that I really didn't say in my after thoughts part in last episode, and that's mainly about, like I kind of talked about it, but like the little girl, I forgot her name right now, but the one that Will kept seeing, he had said to her mom, like, she's not a ghost. Oh, but what are you seeing? It's a memory, right? So then, excuse me, a memory, but like, whose memory? So we know that, like, Angelica went to see the mom, that Whisper saw the mom, that Jonas saw the mom, and I noticed she's part of a cluster. Whose cluster? I don't quite know yet. And we also know that as a child of Angelica, he's able to, Will and such, is able to see parts of her memory. So then, does that mean that Angelica was the little girl's mother? Or am I missing something? I'm not quite sure on that yet, but like I said, I didn't quite get to talk about it because, one, I was hyped on the episode, but two, because it was Halloween, so I want to get back to my friends. I know. But hey, you know, you get to see more of my extended thoughts this week. So make sure to actually watch the intros, because I talk more about what I felt last episode. I don't think any of y'all skipped the intros, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so there's definitely more to that as well. And I also don't really say it enough, but Needs, she's so great. Her and Nomi are so great. They're so awesome together. They're so capable. They're all so capable, really. And like I said in the past reactions from watching season 1, the one that I felt like was Kyla. But you know what? That was my fault for forgetting how smart she is and how capable she is. See, I also can't read, and I also can't talk sometimes. What am I doing on YouTube? I don't even know. Anyways, yeah, so, yeah, good stuff. I wouldn't trust the one dude who's, like, giving, Felix the club. Don't trust that guy. No. I wouldn't do it. Anything else? Not currently. Oh! Sorry, there is one other thing. So they were talking about when they went to see that professor, the one who talking about the other species. I don't remember his name. Again, I'm really terrible with names. Y'all should know this. I didn't know Cassius's name for, an entire season. Anywho, they were talking about how the aspect or the capability of understanding someone without speaking verbally, but instead through their minds, and able to do that, like, the highest form of that is to know something empathically, in feeling what someone else is feeling. And I think that is essentially what a SENSE8 does. They are feeling empathically what others are feeling, but on a more grander scale, so to speak. So, if that makes sense. There's more thought has to get brought in that as I watch more, as my thoughts need to get collected. But there is that too that I also really liked. So, yeah, we're gonna get started in episode 3 right now. This is War. Yeah, you did, you bitch.
Allow me to congratulate you. That was the longest stakeout of my life. And right now we're just enjoying it.
You should. It's a
Don't
big
get
day.
too cocky, though. Don't get too cocky.
You and I have more in common than you'll ever have with any sapien.
Really? That's all you got? A little
Ooh, maybe he's the father of the cluster.
sensuality and pride? Give me some pound, brother.
What are you hoping to accomplish here, Will? Blackmail?
No. Hardly.
Be left
Guys
alone.
like him. Guys who live behind walls like this, they get the rules. You know them. You own them. Told you.
All right, Mr. Gorski.
There's the Will we
Here I
know.
am. From my position, Mr. Gibbons, you've exaggerated your value.
Ooh. I wonder if
The chairman
Milton, the Whispers, had to do this because it was like a do or die thing.
Is that
Like he was
it?
being forced to. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Oh, I can cry! That was the best takeout of your fucking life, Will. They get to see Amsterdam. And of course, because Will is feeling this, it's like fresh air for them too. I love this moment. It's so beautiful.
As the days keep turning into night.
Was it a dream? Was it about getting out? It was.
Mhm. Breathing the fresh air. When is she gonna get out? Don't cry, you'll make me cry. Oh,
Prisoner 773, get your stuff. Come on up, get your uniform. Come
oh,
on, get up.
what is
Now.
happening?
Hurry. Come on.
Some shady shit.
She's in trouble. There are 3 guards. She thinks they're gonna kill her.
The hell they are. Fuck.
Don't put me through this. Her fucking bitch
We're
ass
inside their
brother.
security system. Do not go in that room. Do not go in that room.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh.
Are you okay?
Pull her up.
They need to get her. Fuck. Let's go. You can't do this to me. I'm so stressed. Ugh. I'm clinched. Oh. Yo, what are they gonna feel like when one of them dies? How does that feel? Oof. Oof. What the fuck? I see who just did that. I saw the pink! That got me fucking stressed! Get the fuck out of there! I don't know how! Oh, fuck, thank you.
They made the same mistake like him. They won't make it again.
Fuck.
No, they won't.
That was fucking stressful.
Jailbreak, baby. Time to bust out of this joint.
Oh! Fuck!
She's clear?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm so happy!
yeah.
Have you seen that?
Look at that ass on that man. Holy.
Ah,
I'm good.
here they are.
Good.
Volume down. And speaking of talent, allow me to introduce my extraordinary right hand.
$50. Wolfgang's gonna have sex with her. Get away! I don't like you!
Because chicken thieves with pickpocket ambition.
Have you played outside your cluster?
No.
So any gender can give birth to a cluster?
Correct. We could also give birth at any time in our lives. This is one of the things that terrifies them the most about us, potential population growth.
I read about this. So how many of us are there?
Estimates vary from the thousands to tens of thousands.
But rising?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Why?
Epigenetic factors.
So does that mean anyone can be born SENSE8?
No. Angelica could explain it more clearly, but it's genetically encoded.
Well, she's dead.
If it's a genetic disposition,
Let's
does
go,
that mean
Kyle.
Angelica identified specific genes?
Let's go.
I know that you've all got a lot of questions, but shouldn't we prioritize a little?
I was.
Nice.
Ask him about the rest of his cluster.
What about your cluster?
I am our last.
So Angelica was part of his cluster, right?
Most of us, yes. Not all.
And what about Angelica's first cluster?
I'd never met anyone like Angelica. But not every SENSE8 is happy being born like us.
Like Whispers?
His name was Todd. He hated
Oh.
what he was.
Religious tongue.
They can fix us. They can make us normal.
The last one was the only one I'd met.
That's the guy that
Imported
saw.
from Mexico.
Is that the guy? Oh, Mexico, huh?
Did you know him?
I did. He interviewed me a long time ago.
Oh. Yeah, because he died.
We had a connection.
Jonas is a big trap. Or a small trap within the big trap of BPO, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Rembrandt. His name is synonymous with masterpiece, and this, arguably, one of his greatest paintings. An iconic work of individuals setting aside their differences for a common good.
Is that what you're doing?
There were stories about the gents who hired Rembrandt refusing to pay because they were unhappy with their likenesses. The painting was so unappreciated that when they moved from one hall to another, they decided it was too big. So they just slashed chunks off the bottom and the side. This amputation is what we have left. What changed? The painting is still the painting. But
The
what
observer.
we see is not what people saw hundreds of years ago. How we see changes.
Mm-hmm.
The same is true for our ears. The music of Mozart was not heard by the people of his time the way we hear it today. Why? Because our
Evolution.
senses, including our common sense, are evolving.
It's like I wrote the script.
How much do you know about BPO?
Not a
Biological
lot.
Preservation Organization. Began in the early 60s by
Ruth El-Sadawi.
She believes sapiens and sensorium to be obligate mutualisms, dependent on
Believe.
one another for survival. BPO was founded by her and dedicated to her vision of natural and ethical balance.
And yet, they're
Doesn't sound like
getting
the
killed
same
out.
organization we know from Iceland.
Yeah.
So what changed?
The same thing that changed for the rest of the world. 9/11.
Oh.
And whether we're talking about spies or terrorists, sensates by their nature,
It's them versus
are a
us.
threat to secrecy and sovereignty.
Mm-hmm.
There's a strong group of us inside BPO. We believe we can change the present direction of the organization back to the vision of Dr. El-Sadawi.
I mean, I hope so, but also be iffy.
What I
Be
want
wary.
from you is time.
I love that shot.
Hello, world.
So there was another person. He got into another person's head, huh? Yeah. Well, I guess you don't have to trust him anymore. He's fucking dead. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, everyone. So that was episode 3 of season 2 of SENSE8. And firstly, to get this out of the way, the scene when those people were trying to kill Sun and she was being hung up, it literally gave me a whole body shiver, shake, lockdown, tense. The last time I felt that, in terms of tense, watching this show, was when Riley was getting choked out and stuff, and then Will came to help her. This was that, but intensified even more, because at this point I've come to, not that I don't like Riley, I'm not saying that, but what I feel for Sun, and then even at this point, because I've got to know them even more, and added to the fact that all of them got to feel this, they're there was a whole body mental shakedown and stillness, and you know what I mean? So because it was Sun, and because I got to know all of them even more at this point, and again it was Sun, I was literally crying, and that feeling gave me that from in season 1 basically, and I was crying a little bit, like I said a moment ago, and I was literally tensed up. I was in my chair. If you can see a whole body shot, which you can't obviously because the camera's not on there, you could see me like this, like that, it was like this, no, it's not how good. It was like this. I don't know if that made it better. Anyways, I love this shirt. It's so baggy. It makes me look 2 times bigger than I am. Anyway, back to the show. Just that entire scene, and as soon as I saw that fucking splash of pink, I was like, yes! I was fucking watching a fucking game or a sports event or something, which, those give you hyped. But just that whole scene, just fucking her brother. I hope he fucking dies in his terrible acting. Okay? So there's that. And then going to Wolfgang and that one chick, I think her name was Lida, something like that. Yeah, I don't like her. Maybe it's because I don't trust her ass, and also because, I fully expect Wolfgang to do what they were doing. I 100%, that's something he would do. Do I want him to do that? Because I want him to pine away. Him having sex with that one chick on their birthday because he was like, well, I'm not with anyone, I'm in love with someone else, sort of thing. Well, I don't know if he's in love with her, but he wants what he can't have. Okay, go pump away, so to speak. But to him to have some sort of connection that he has with Kyla, with someone else, I'm like, that feels even more personal and intimate. I don't like it for him. And also, I don't like her in general. So, also, I just don't trust those people in general, Just saying. But also that guy, I forgot his name, but the one gangster guy, that one was like, here's the club. That man had an ass. I saw that ass when he was looking at the football game. I was like, damn. I'm just saying. Sun finally got out. Yay! Going back to Sun. Let's see. The one guy, Lido, I forgot his name, the journalist guy, Lido said he felt a connection to him, but we don't know how long ago he disappeared, so I know that Lido and the crew only became reborn, so to speak, after Angelica died, or in the moments that she died, basically. So I wonder if how much of a connection there was. Was his rebirth always at the level and just wanting to come out, sort of thing? I'm not quite sure. And then I know that through Will, he was able to see memories of the little girl who died. So I wonder if we'll see memories of this journalist, because he's in Mexico and Lido's in Mexico, sort of thing. I'm not quite sure how that would be. They would have to. I'm not quite sure. How would they see memories of the journalist? I would say it's the same way that Will saw the memories of the little girl. But I'm not quite sure. Maybe that Lido would go back to the last place he would be there. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. But maybe there's something there in terms of a possibility. Let's see what else. Fucking, what's his name? Whispers. This fucking dude. I need to know. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Angelica was saying not everyone is like, ooh, you know, to be about the cluster and such. You had that one religious guy, I think his name was Todd, who was like that. And so I guess that's my answer to why Whispers Milton is the way he is, because he doesn't like being a part of a cluster, so I'm going to hunt them down, sort of thing. And if that's okay, if that's the case, then okay. But also, I'd be okay with more, if I'm being honest. You know, tell me more. Other than that, let's see. I think that's it. Oh, I thought it was really interesting that we learned that mothers and fathers, they don't have to have a, you know, co-parent, so to speak, to birth a cluster. So then my theory may be that Jonas and or Milton being the father of their cluster was, I guess, wrong. So thank you for that show. Anything else? I think that's it, to be honest. Obviously, I will edit this video by the time the next video comes out. Should edit it. I have plans to edit it. So, yeah, I'll see anything I missed, and I will bring it up in the next time I react to it, the show. But that was me, Lucia, reaction to episode 3. Please comment anything you would like about the episode, any particular moments that you felt that were like, how did you feel about that sunset scene? Were you like clenched up too, like me? Whew, that was great though. All right, I'll see you next time. Lucia with me. Like, bye.